Our very first live podcast, and live meaning like we did it like in a studio audience and people showed up and we had like this little iHeart theater in the building. And I was, if you listen to our podcast, you know how nervous I was about doing it, people wanting to come. And we did it at 10:30 in the morning and there were 50 seats available. And through the podcast, producer Bill gave away 50 tickets and all 50 people showed up. And it was quite an experience, I think. Suzette, what did you think?
It was fun. I really liked it. We need to do like a lot more because I think that was like a really cool experience.
What did you think, Kyle?
I thought it was interesting. It was weird, like having people there when we're talking, because normally we're just here in the studio and it's like just us four chilling, and it's like you don't really even think anyone's listening, but then when they're actually watching you listening, it was like it was a completely different experience.
What did you think, Rich?
Interesting.
I really liked it. I could see, now this is me being, like moving it way forward. I could see us doing whole shows like that.
Like
What you talking about?
5-hour
I don't know about
shows
that.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like whole shows just for a studio audience. Like,
In addition to this show?
yeah,
But isn't that
Like
like
with-
a podcast XL?
it would be.
Like,
but
why
yeah.
not just a podcast?
Like how long are you talking?
Like I'm talking like a couple of different guests. Like maybe you have a comedian in, and then you have a band, and you have us like doing our thing in addition to the radio show.
So like an old school radio show?
Yeah, I think it could be just. I thought it was sensational. I thought everybody represented themselves nicely. It was fun. It was a little clanky. I even enjoyed the clankiness. It would have been nice if they had an actual seat for both Kyle and Suzette, and actual microphones for both Kyle and Suzette. I don't know how that
Well,
happened.
they did, I think, but the band showed up and took it. For me, my opinion of the thing is I don't want to kill your idea, but I would not want to do that. Like, I like the way a podcast is, right? So the way it is, whatever, it's 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. And there's a lot of feedback. You can hear the podcast. You can hear the whole thing that happened yesterday. It's on afterwards. It's on iTunes. It's on iHeartRadio. Now, for me, my experience, I didn't like it. But I know it's important. So I would continue to do them. I think I've already got feedback. Colorado wants to. I know we're doing Portland on May 31st. In Portland, we're doing it in the afternoon in the Z100 studio. So it's going to be different. It's different every city. So we could actually take this on the road and do it at different cities, so people can come watch. That was so.
What did you not like about it?
I didn't like, and at the same time, I didn't like, and at the same time, I did like, because it's nervous doing a show and you don't know. Like, we do the show in here. I don't know if someone's in their car and they're at a red light, or they're jogging, or they're at their work in their cubicle, wherever they're listening, they're in their kitchen. I don't know their feedback. I don't know if they're laughing. But here you tell a story and you get immediate feedback, and you see if people are laughing, if they're not laughing. At one point,
Their facials.
3 or 4 people got up and walked out. Like, did they go to the bathroom, or were they like, I gotta go? Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, did somebody say something offensive? So you don't know. So I'm kind of like, so I'd rather like.
You'd rather not know. You like to be like
Rather just do the radio
ignorant when
show.
Yeah.
But fortunately, yesterday, what I experienced was positive feedback, but it easily could have been the opposite of that.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So, and plus I thought that we were catering to the people in the audience that were sitting there asking us questions. We weren't like normally our podcast. There's an issue going on. We discuss things going on. We get a little bit grainier, harder than we do on the air. So there wasn't any of that. I think it was a good experience, and the feedback yesterday was tremendous.
Remember, first one too. The first one we've done. Of course, it's going to have a lot of jerks in the road along the way. But I thought it was fun.
I didn't think there were any jerks in the road. I mean, there was just, as a performer.
A little bit. There was an organization.
But to me, there's part of the podcast. There's some things that need to be worked out. But as far as like when you guys said, what did you think? It's
Right.
like, for me,
How
it
you
was
felt.
it was more about my point of view as a performer, as an artist vis-a-vis.